Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rini, and of course this is the Enchanted Planner. Okay, today we are planning in my health planner for the week of September 19th, which means this is also, again, the first day of autumn occurs in this week. Now, I think it was Michelle, one of the Michelles. There's a few of you guys. I think it was Michelle. Somebody had requested I do a Mabon spread, which proved to be difficult because I couldn't find anything I really wanted to use. So, oh, good grief. And Mabon is yeah, I know the spines are different. I goofed in this planner. I'll get back to my story in a second. I goofed in this planner, not realizing my old planner still had a week left. And when this one started, so I had to, because I redate them, it doesn't really matter. But I had to borrow a page, which, yeah, it is what it is. So we're going to have different spines this week. Whatever. Unless I flip them around. No, it won't. It won't make any difference because the whole month will be this. Right? Unless I stick that at the end. No, that won't work either because of the currently page. Well, whatever. We're just going to have different spreads. But anyways, Mabon in short is the second harvest festival, which ties into, like, here in Canada, our Thanksgiving is in October. Well, this year it's October 10th, I believe. It's the second Monday of every October. So that is our Thanksgiving, which is directly correlated to harvest season here. And because, we were under basically, well, we are a Commonwealth country, a lot of our holidays and celebrations mirror that of the UK. So that's some interesting information for you today. But yeah, so I came up with something. I bought some artwork that I felt sort of really represented autumn off of Etsy. And I printed it out on sticker paper. And I made some borders. Well, I made some borders and stuff with it in Canva, and some corner pieces and some little different pieces. And this is what we're going to do. So this is sort of a representation of, like, the finer points of autumn in my planner spread for this week. Yeah, it was kind of frustrating. I'm like, well, if I had more time, I would just literally make a bunch of stuff, but I didn't have a ton of time. So we're going to work with what we've got. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, seriously, there is nothing. This sticker paper has been, like, difficult to get the backing off of lately. It was fine for, like, the longest time. And all of a sudden it was like, I know, play with you no more. That'd be difficult. Well, I am stubborn, and I'm probably more stubborn than you, sticker paper. So we will deal with you when we are done. So my plan is, I think, to stick this down sort of along the side. So we're going to carefully remove this uber sticky dude from his backing. I guess I didn't really need to pull the whole thing off because it's not all going to work. So I'm going to stick some of this onto some wax paper for a second, because the plan is to take it all the way down the side. Yeah, all the way down the side. So that's what we're going to do with this bad boy. Oh, good grief. Sorry. I'm so sorry. So sorry. It's so noisy. I didn't want you to rip. Oh my God. Oh, now it's sticking to one another. Oh, let's just all get started in here. Let's get it started in here. Yeah, I'm kind of dating myself. All right, you need to, like, stick down for a second so I can actually control this beast. But maybe not that high. And then hopefully I don't end up ripping the poor leaf off, because that's not my plan. So yeah, what have y'all been up to? I have been dealing with a lot of neck and shoulder pain in the last little bit. I don't know what I did, but it's prevented me from doing any kind of, like, strenuous type exercise, because I had been doing fairly good on, getting some exercise and lifting some weights every day. I mean, they by no means grandiose, like, weights. They were like, ooh, 5 and 10 pounds. Like, they're nothing like, ooh, super, heavy or anything, which Di and I have been kind of giggling about. But yeah, this past week, my neck's been a mess. which has made me, well, it's prevented me from doing any kind of the activity that I want to do. Oh, you know what I should have done was whited out that black line. Will you lift enough for me to cover you? Yeah? Excellent. I think I want to get rid of this dotted line too while we're at it. So yeah, it's kind of crappy because, you know, I was doing not too bad there. And my goal was the 1 week I got like 5 days of movement in. And then the next week my goal and aim was to get 3. But that's not going to happen this week. I can pretty much guarantee. I might do some more myofascial work, which is on the foam roller or on that piece. But I also have this piece, which I kind of like because it brings it more up. Now, can we do this or that? That'll totally mess up my space. Because remember, this is a super functional planner for me, right? So anyways, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm like really bummed about that. But I went for a massage yesterday. And I'm dealing with the aftermath of that because I get them to go very, very deep when I go for massages. So I'm kind of sore today. My neck and shoulder is a little on the tender side. But like I said, I may do some myofascial work and see if I can't get things moving and rolling again for like next week maybe. Okay, so I didn't cut too deep. I just want the backing. Come on, give me the backing. Just want the backing. It's very difficult. Why are you being so difficult? Okay. Apparently I should have pulled all of these off of this sticker paper before I started the damn plan with me. I can't win. It's like total struggle bus, man. Total struggle bus. So I'm trying to think. Today is Wednesday, and my 15 different ways to use florals in your planner went live yesterday. By the time you see this, it'll be Sunday. But yeah, you guys really dug that video. So I'm glad because I'm happy to do a bunch more of those, like 15 different ways to use boxes or strange shapes or, you know, that type of thing. Oh, I did cut a bit too deep, but I didn't cut all the way through, which is the most important part, most important. So let's de-stick this guy a bit before I go trying to put him down. But yeah, you guys really loved that video. So I'm down to clown, people. I got lots of ideas. I shall share them with you. If actually on that point, if there is something you would, oop, that is not straight. If there's something you would like me to do a video on in that vein, like, you know, how to use this, toss it down in the comments and I will add it to the, why can't I get this straight? Probably because I didn't cut these with my paper trimmer. I cut them with scissors and it's probably not a straight line. That might be why. So we might have to overlap this a bit and then clean it up. Or did I actually get it down straight? Oh, a little bit. So we'll just cut off this tiny little oops right here. Yeah, when I was cutting these out by hand yesterday on the straight edges, I didn't bother to pull out the paper trimmer. I knew it was going to bite me in the butt. Originally for this week, I had thought about squad girls and doing like some kind of a transition spread, but I kind of changed my mind. Now, however, that same statement, I do have squad girls off to the side. Here are squad goals, just in case I change my mind. Okay, so we've got those down. And then what I was thinking is sort of this like nice pumpkin sort of patch thing off the side here. But let's get some dates down. So as I said, this is the 19th to the 23rd. And I was thinking these are probably like the best match. Oh, my nose is bugging me. So I can't win. If it's not allergies driving me a bit bonkers, it's other things. Okay, so we want 19 and 20. Can you believe? I think I've been saying this a lot lately, so I may sound like a broken record, but this year is just evaporating. Like, I don't know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know where it's gone. Like it's like today is the 14th. So tomorrow will be, oh, 25 ripped. Tomorrow will be the middle of September. Like what? Like I got nothing. Oh, I forgot days of the week. That kind of helps. Oh my gosh. Kind of need those. Kind of need those days of the week. The sticker page is falling out anyway. So let's just pull this baby out. Now, do I want to do, do I want to do abbreviated? Let's pull the wax paper on top here. Let's see. We could go abbreviated and then the day like right beside it. No, I don't really like that look. So we'll put him over there and we'll grab our normal. I think the abbreviated looks better with really big numbers like I've done before. Those are when those abbreviated abbreviated days of the week come in really well. I will say in this book, I am happy she was consistent on the size of the font for the days of the week. Because if you've got the data book, like the longer words like Saturday, Sunday, or Saturday, Wednesday are actually a smaller font slightly than the others, which is a little, I mean, it's not really a big deal, but from a visual standpoint, it kind of drives me a bit crazy. All right, so there's Monday, and let's get down Tuesday. And I find these guys really, really incredibly sticky, but these ones for some reason aren't misbehaving today, except for literally as I speak, it goes down with a curl in it, not a curl, a crinkle. Wow, I can't even speak coherent English today. It's a crinkle, not a curl. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we've been talking in the comments. I think it was on one of these videos, actually. It might have been this one. No, might have been this one, maybe. Anyways, at some point in the last bit, we've been talking in the comments on one of the videos about the teacher layout for health. It is super, super functional. And laying it out this way, like I've said, versus the way I used to lay them out, gives me far more option. My Thursday's crooked. Gives me far more option for decor, like more room for decor, than when I was decorating it the other way, where I was just labeling each row whatever it was. Kind of restricted the amount of decor I could put down. Whereas this setup, I get decor and functionality. It's a win-win. But I can't take credit for this format. This is a format, this layout for doing this the way I do, like with each of the things in the boxes. I scooped from Plans with Joanna on Instagram. So can't take credit for that brilliance. It's all her, baby. It's all her. Now you're going to kind of blend in. That's a problem that I don't really know what to do about. I may have to like change my direction on that one. Sadly, I may have to change directions on that one. All right, so let's put down 19. My nose is all plugged up. But hey, so far, so good. My voice is still with us because it's been ornery as well lately. I'm like, what the heck, man? I don't know if it's a season change, but it's also kind of hung around all year round this time. I'm like sometimes it's just fine. Like I have no issues at all. And then like there's days where I like literally my voice is fading in and out, or I slip on into sexy talk because my throat decides to do whatever it's doing. 23, I gotta be careful with the 25. I have to remember because it's kind of ripped. When I tried to pick it up, it was stuck down pretty good. And 24, and then 25, which we'll take from the bottom because like I said, he's kind of ripped at the top. Okay, now we need to figure out this situation over here, but I'm not high on my priorities list right now. We're going to look at what our other options are. So I have this guy, which is kind of cool. I printed them in a couple of different sizes. Like they're not dramatically bigger than one another, but they're slightly bigger than one another. And I think I kind of like this one because it takes up a bit more space. So we're going to do that, darling. And then fight with the backing a little bit. Oh, come on. I had you up. Now you're going to be difficult. You're just going to be difficult. Helps if my eyesight wasn't wonky either. That might help. That might help in this equation. Okay, so let's take him off. And I think we're going to lay this one right down here like so. Do I want to move it over? Problem is I didn't de-stick this bad boy. So let's hope and pray to the sticker gods that he will move without tearing. Okay, so, whew. Thank you, sticker gods. All right, so now if I move him over, before I do that, let's actually de-stick him a bit. So if I have to move him again, not a big deal. Okay, let's see if I move him over a bit. Oh, that leaves a gap down there. I don't really want the gap, so I guess we are going to overlap. Sorry, sticker, I didn't notice that, or I wouldn't have bothered pulling you up. All right, so we've got our bad boy laid down. Now, then I had completed sort of these little, that's another one of you. Where are they? Is that all of them? Yeah, I kind of printed out these, like, I thought that was kind of cute. And then, well, I made these. The images were separate, and then I put them together in Canva. And then we could put this kind of down the spine. If we set it in there right, we don't cover up any of the days of the week, and we get some jazz on the spine. How do we like that? I also have a little bit more border, which I mean, I could kind of sneak in down the bottom here to sort of round this out, but I can't really go too far up with it because I need all of this space. Because if, I don't know if you've noticed, but there is 7 lines in here. So literally it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I actually use all of those lines. And this side is for like my water intake, my sleep score, and the hours of sleep that I've had. I haven't really been tracking too much else, so I don't have any issue covering up that side as much. But this side, however, is kind of needed. Yeah, I won't be able to get really much in there at all unless I literally sneak it in kind of like that. That I might be able to make work. Where's a pencil? Where is a pencil? But then is it going to look blank because it doesn't have anything on the other side? I think we're going to have to leave it as is because then I'm going to have this gap here that's going to look a little weird. It's going to look a little weird, and I don't want no weird things on my planner. But, you know, it's funny because when we were in summer, I was like, I don't want fall. I don't want autumn. No, no, no. And now that it's basically autumn next week, and our season actually changed, like it started to change. Literally this year, it was a whole, like I literally got up one morning and the quote, and all at once it collapsed, summer collapsed into fall was in my head because the moment I opened the door, I'm like, oh, it feels like fall. All right, so I think we're going to sneak this guy kind of in on the corner here. It was funny. I had a conversation with Di about these things yesterday. I was trying to show her what they look like, and of course the image was so small. But then I actually went looking for it on Google and found out what the name of them was, because I didn't know what the name of these things were. I like them. I like the look of them, but I have no idea what they were called. And then I said, oh, according to Google, like their Latin name, which I can't pronounce, and then they're called bladder cherries. So she looked it up and she goes, that is not what we call them in the UK. Like, well, I'm just telling you, that's what they're called apparently here in North America. But yeah, I'm like, I knew they were seed pods. I just don't know what they're seed pods for. And I didn't know what they were called, but oh, come on. Can we just make it easy? Like, really? Just make it easy. I just need somebody to come up. Just a little tiny bit. That's really all I need. You're gonna be difficult. All right. Well, here's hoping I don't cut through. I just need enough. I just need enough to get it going. There we go. Sometimes I'm a bit heavy-handed with the X-Acto knife, which is a little bit problematic when you're trying not to cut through things. But yeah, I have a problem with applied pressure. Okay, so we're gonna stick him right smack dab. I don't want you covering up Wednesday though, so let's try and avoid that. You don't cover up Wednesday. Perfect. Perfect. All right, so let's go trimming these guys apart. Sometimes this is easier with an X-Acto knife, but I try and leave myself a little tiny bit of a gap so I can sneak in there with the scissors. And it works really well. Okay, so let's trim you off, you little scraggler. All right. Oh, get off my finger. Okay, we are almost done, gang. We do need the crocodile punch though. So let's pull out the crocodile. Get this bad boy punched. And then it's almost time. Well, it will be time to actually fill it in with the days of the week, which I will do off camera and then show you all the finished product. 'Cause I have to go looking for a color that's going to match. Okay, how are we doing? It's cute. Cute. Oh, I like it. I still don't know what I'm going to do about a month though, because that September is so not going to work unless I'm a complete weirdo and put it in a place that it doesn't normally belong. Sure, why not? It helps actually bring something into the bottom here. I mean, I could even put it in the center. Right? I mean, who says the date has to be on the top? I didn't. And I, tend to rebel at convention. Okay, I'm going to go find a pen that matches. Oh, I bumped my camera somehow. Oops. Hopefully the whole video hasn't been out of... Oh, what a day. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. It is all filled in. I used 2 pens from this big pen pack I got off of Amazon, which is a screaming deal if you're in the market for dual tip markers. I absolutely love this set. I use it quite often. Use it for coloring. I use it for stuff like this. I use it all the time. It was a good deal. I'll link it down below. Okay, guys, that is a wrap. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, let's put it back on the discs. See what it looks like. See what it look like, man. Okay, let's grab somewhere in the middle here so we can get a look at it on a balanced, because this is at the front of my planner, so it's not always the same amount of planner pages, and it just looks so much better when it is even. That's a wrap. Okay, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing while you're here. I put up content 7 days a week, and I always take requests. So if there's something you want to see, drop me a comment down below. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, drop us a comment so we can formally welcome you to our wonderful community. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I'll see you soon. I'll see you again soon. Ciao.